Haunting music, eh? Haunting. Evening, we're going to be going in a second, so come and join us in the YouTube chat. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it is going to take. Haunting music, eh? Haunting. Evening, we're going to be going in a second, so come and join us in the YouTube. Sorry about the echo. Echo. Wow. Picking them up. Wow, very slow. Okay. Going to switch off and switch on again. Sorry about the weird music in the background, but it's royalty-free stuff. I can't keep getting a strike all the time, otherwise they'll arrest me. What was I going to do? I think I was going to reset it. I think it's time for a factory reset. When you start to perform a factory reset, you can learn some fascinating things before you reset it. For instance, it tells you here the date of purchase. Don't know if you can see that. The first day this television was switched on was the 16th of March 2014, coming up as being 8 years old. This is a lovely looking TV for 8 years old. You've got the model number there, UE40F6200. Factory data version. But no errors. There are no errors. I'll just go down to SVC. And absolutely no errors. Just scroll through some of the patterns and see. How weird. Right, reset time. Martin, hi. Yeah, it is quite late. No, Martin, if you're watching on Facebook, you can't comment. But if you're watching live on YouTube, you can use the chat thing to comment. It's not set up for Facebook yet, mate. Right, we have... Oh, Martin, you must tell me about your Samsung 22-inch. Did that ever play up again, or did that get sorted? I need to know these things. Marcia, Kevin, hello. Ooh, video time. Yeah, I would imagine at this time of night, mate, there would be... Just let me turn the volume down. There's going to be more people on Facebook than YouTube tonight, I would have thought. It's quite late, and I've done one on YouTube already today. I've been a right YouTube tart. But yeah, you need to go to YouTube if you want to make a comment. You can make a comment or join in the chat when that builds up later. This TV is suffering from shutdown whenever Smart is selected. I thought it may be a Wi-Fi thing, but the Wi-Fi tests positively beautiful. Positively beautiful. So we've just given it a factory reset, so the TV thinks it's brand new in the United Kingdom. I'm going to choose set-top box, but remind me later. Oh, that's what I was going to do first before I reset it. I was going to see if it needed an update. But if it does need an update, it will shout now. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I forgot to start that again, because I didn't agree. Maybe not. Maybe we passed that. No, we didn't. When you tick these things, you're agreeing to something that you'll regret later. You are agreeing to them allowing to take apps off and put new ones on without your consent. So one day you wake up and your YouTube has gone, and you've gone, well, I didn't give you permission to take YouTube away, but you did. You ticked the box. What happens if you don't tick the box? Your TV doesn't come on. So pointless asking, really, isn't it? Right, you can possibly see that there's a line coming through some of these. They're all being updated. Now this is a fairly old television, 8 years, coming up to 9 years old, but it's still got all the apps. I mean, we're not going to find Disney Plus on here, but the fact that it's got ITV Hub and Amazon Prime and Rakuten is a bonus. It is nice. Ooh. Ooh. But it's rebooted. That's interesting. So it still reboots in the apps. Doesn't like the apps. Now I thought this was going to be a Wi-Fi problem, but obviously it ain't a Wi-Fi problem. It is something else. Let's just go through that again. Well, it's being updated, but Julia, hi. Yeah, the Bush TV we did last night, we finished off this afternoon. I did a little live stream this afternoon about 2 o'clock. Spent an hour finishing it off because the customer agreed the quote and took it back. So it's gone and it was repaired. But it was that fault. Yes, it was the middle strip of backlights. So this TV closes down when in smart mode, but all the apps have just been updated now. Loads of them. Loads of, where's YouTube then? You say you got loads of them. YouTube's disappeared. Oh, maybe that was in the other one. Yeah, lots of haunting music in the background. It is hard to believe that this Samsung TV is actually 8 years old. It's got a lovely silver bezel on it. Lovely silver bezel. But as you can see with YouTube, it's not fast. And it's just gone. But it didn't reboot that time, it just kicked itself out of YouTube. It kicked itself out of YouTube. I'll try again. What do I search for? Some sort of pretty pattern. I'm tempted to stick this board in it. This is a board from the TV that we took out of a Samsung the other day. It should fit this board. It should be identical. I can't remember why we took this board out. It's not a Wi-Fi board, but I can't remember why we took it out. I think it was just a backlight job. So we'll see. The TV at the moment has just been connected to the internet for the first time after a reboot, so maybe it is a bit slow, but it is now playing, which it wasn't earlier. So let's just see how long it goes through this for a second. And I'll put that over there. Chrissy, hi. You can join in the what we call the live chat later on. I haven't pressed the button yet to set it up, but you have to be in YouTube for that. For the live chat, that's YouTube. The Facebook chat just comes through on my personal Facebook and nowhere else, but the YouTube chat, if you just go to the chat box and you can say hello, and I'll press the button in the moment and it'll bring all the messages up on screen. Well, I think it will. Let me just test. I'll do an on-screen test. Hang on a second. Boop, 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 boo. Hang on. Julie in Truro says hi. Oh. I love your spelling. Yeah, so it is live, and that's on. John, when you say you've got one of these, you mean you've got a Samsung TV which has only got the bottom half. So you mean that part is fine and that part is either dark or non-existent, yeah? Easy fix, John. Common problem, probably the most common problem with them. John, if you know where that TV is now, can you just send the model number over? Type in the model number. And we've got quite a few of those to fix. Sometimes it's the top half of the TV that works. Sometimes it's the bottom half. So let me know, John, if you can. But yeah, that's an easy fix, John. And I bet you it's from the F range, which this TV is. So depending on the size of your TV, if your TV is a 40-inch like this, it'll start UE40F. And it's that F which is the giveaway. If yours is a 60-inch, it'll say UE60F. But get me the model number, John, see if it's got that F in it. And it is the Fs that suffered with this particular problem more than any. You may notice that this range of TV also, the F never went blue. Good day, blue, but they never went blue. Hello, ZX. Hello. Did I speak to you earlier today? I can't remember who I've spoken to earlier today. It's been one of those days today. Got loads done. What are the blue yes no box for? Oh, I don't know. Blue no yes box. Bing, bing, bing. I'm not too sure what you're talking about. Blue no yes no box. Explain yourself, mate. Explain yourself. I don't know what you mean. The blue yes no box. What could that be? Well, I was just about to stick another main board in this just to see if it's a main board issue, but since I updated it, it hasn't rebooted. And apparently the problem with the problem from the customer before said that they could never get any smart services running on this TV. It would just switch off. Well, it did for a bit, then we updated it and it switched off once, but of course it was still in the progress of being updated, so maybe it was just waiting for an update. Maybe. There we go. That's brighter, that's more beautiful. Always turn the sharpness up. Can add a bit of colour, but don't have to. Tint is fine. John, yes, the F. Oh, it is the F. Told you it was the F. If tapped on the side, image... yes. It could be just a loose connection, John. If you tap it and it comes back, it could be a loose connection, but more than likely you've got a burnt out LED somewhere which is causing the issue. But it's just a loose connection behind the screen, John. Depends if you're confident enough to take the screen out. If you haven't taken the screen out before, don't. I know people that are very good at dismantling things, but as soon as they've taken the screen out, they get lost and the screen can get damaged. It's so fragile, so brittle. If you've got a TV engineer near you, you just need the LEDs looking at. It would serve you well, John, is if you just put a brand new set of backlights in. If yours is an F, then again, it's going to be 10 years old now, isn't it? I'd stick a new set of backlights in. You get your top half and bottom half of picture working fine. And then you won't have problems with backlights failing in the future. Oops, I thought it had gone off then, but it's going to bring a commercial on, so I'm just going to... Well, I say it's going to bring a commercial on, it's bringing nothing on. Oh, it is. Right. I will hide the commercial for obvious reasons. But that looks like a fix, doesn't it? That looks like a quick fix. I thought we were going to have to maybe stick a new board. I thought we were going to have to stick a new Wi-Fi dongle in, because I thought it would be a Wi-Fi problem. Let's just get back to YouTube. It's being slow because it's on the wired. It's not on Wi-Fi, it's on wired. And obviously I'm streaming out at the moment. So I bet, oh yes, I'm using quite a bit of my bandwidth. It actually went in the red for a second there, even though I'm on fibre. John, it's a 40. Okay, so it'll be a UE40 something. Well, this is a UE40 something, John. Has yours got silver around the edges like this? This is a... let's have a look. This is a UE40 F6200. Yours is going to be similar to that, John. The other thing to look for is, and I'll just turn the camera around, it says version number. Do you see where it says version number? Oh no, it doesn't, because I'm not holding the camera very well. Whee. Where is the version number? There. This is version 01. And basically that means is when they brought out this one, 01, it was tested for a couple of months. If there was any faults that kept coming back, they'd update the firmware or update the main board. That would be version 2, and then there'd be a version 3. I think I've seen a version 4, but not many more than that. So just check your model number there, John. You never know, it may be the same TV. It's in the chat, is it? Right, a yes-no box in the chat. Oh, yes. Right, I'm going to click on that, and I don't know. It's some sort of poll. I'm going to end poll. I think I clicked on something by mistake. I may have started a poll. Yes, 100%. No, 0%. I think I did a poll on how gorgeous am I, and thank you very much everybody for voting. That's really nice of you to give me 100%. I accept this award on behalf of all pug ugly people everywhere. Thank you. John, black frame. Just new backlights, mate. I mean, you could get away with, same as you say, if you tap it and it comes back on, you've probably got a loose connection somewhere. I've never known the Fs have a loose connection. The JUs suffered with real loose connections. I've got a JU in the bedroom. Have you? Get you. And I'm always tapping the darn thing. And I bought another JU, second hand, really cheap. And I put some new backlights in that. 6 months later, I'm still tapping the darn thing. Yeah, I think I just touched something by mistake there, ZX. I think I did. I think. This seems to be fine. I'm going to switch it off and just start it again, but I think now it's had the update. And you may remember in the previous video how we go to the factory reset on these. I haven't got a smart remote here, so I'm having to go through to get the smart up. That's the great thing about Samsung. You don't need a smart Samsung remote. This is not a smart remote, it's just a plain old Samsung remote. But you can also get to the menu in Samsung's just by opening the smart. Oh, it's being updated again. Okay. Ooh, not giving me the software update. I think that's because I'm on HDMI 1. But that's the only thing I can be on. Oh no, it is going to give me TV, right. Now there's no TV to choose from. I just want to see if there is a update for it. No, it's greyed out. So, there's obviously no update for it. Fair enough. Ah, I didn't see what happened then. I wasn't looking. Did it kick it out? Have we still got issues? Smart features. Smart hub. Oh, I think it was me. No, it's not terribly fast, but I think that's simply because we're all on the same network here, so I'm streaming on the same network, I'm downloading on the same network, and now I'm trying to watch YouTube on the same network. And percentage-wise, I am at... it says I'm at 100.2%, but I don't know how it can be 100.2%. I can understand if it's 99.2. So at the moment I'm using quite a lot of my bandwidth up because I'm streaming with 2 cameras. Yeah, join in the chat on YouTube if you want to, by all means, please do. Say hello, let me know where you're from, etc, etc. I'll just let this run for a bit longer. Gosh, that is slow, isn't it? Oh, I think it's trying to kick into some adverts. I may have to turn the camera away. Well, it's not shutting down anymore. It's not the fastest in the world, but it's not the fastest in the world. What was that? Perhaps you need a thick remote. Not smart. Ha ha ha. I get what you mean. I see. I get your sense of humour. Very good. Yeah, the bandwidth on this is... it's struggling because of that. Which is a shame because I've got a spare board here I was going to put in. It's not the right board for it, but it would let me know if the wired thing was the problem, but I don't think it is. I think it just needed an update. It got a bit clogged. I'll do that. Yeah, I can do that again. So this works with most Samsung TVs. It won't work with the ones over the last 2 or 3 years. They've cottoned on. And you now have to buy a special Samsung remote. And I do have a special Samsung remote. So special, I've lost it. I was looking for it in the main office last week. Can't find it. But with the TV in standby mode, as we are, you press Info, Menu, Mute, and then power it on. Are you ready? So we're going to press Info, Menu, Mute, switch on the TV. You think it's coming on as per normal, then all of a sudden you will get the service menu come up on the top left hand side. And there it is. Be careful what you do with the remote now in this, because you could change the screen, you can change the audio, and if you don't remember where you were, you've lost it. But quite simply, you don't have to scroll up or down, left or right. It says option, as you can see. That's option. You just press enter. Middle button. And there it says factory reset. So I'm just going to press OK at the remote, and then I'm going to press OK again, and the TV will switch itself off. And it's wiped everything now. Just bear in mind if you're doing this to your Samsung TV. Two things to remember. It means setting up all your passwords again for the smart stuff. So if you don't know your password to Netflix, if you don't know your password to other things, don't do it. And the other thing to remember, if you've got more than one Samsung TV in the house, just make sure you're not switching that into into a service menu. But then the TV thinks it's brand new and goes through its little opening video, which you only ever see when it's out of the box. And then it just gives me a chance to run through, but I've got to be honest. Oh, well, I'll run it through again. Let's see if we can get through to it without it closing down too much. I've not got an aerial plugged into it, so I'm just going to pass that. Again, tick all the boxes. Oh, now it didn't do this earlier. This will be interesting. It's automatically. I wanted it to do this last time, but there you go. It's just checking for a software update. It would be nice if it does find one. I can't imagine why it's asking it for it all of a sudden if it's not got one. Depends if the customer did some updates while they had it. But that would explain some of the problems if it hasn't got the latest firmware on it, but we'll wait and see. Beautiful coloured birds. Oh, you took the YouTube. They were as well. They were in high definition. It's normally found out. I mean, I've got this plugged in. This is wired into fibre, but I've got a... There we go. So why did you bother asking me then? I already have the most up-to-date version. So let's go to apps. We shouldn't need to update the apps individually this time because we updated them last time, but it's trying to. It's running through them to see if any of them need an update. So I can't take it through to YouTube just yet. I'll just make that a bit bigger so you can see what I'm doing, just in case you want to see what I'm doing. Right, I may be able to open YouTube now, or it may not allow me to do anything while it's allegedly opening up the apps. No, it's not letting me do anything yet. There's a couple of Samsungs I'm looking at tonight. One is an older one which is rebooting all the time, and if you know your Samsung TVs, you'll know what the issue is with that. So I'm just going to check this one more time and make sure it's okay. For those people that are new to the community, we just repair televisions here with all kinds of faults. Some televisions we buy cheap and repair and sell on. Most of the TVs belong to customers. This is just a little workshop at the bottom of my garden, and whenever I can I bring some here. In fact, this time of year I prefer being here than in the main workshop. A, because it's just warmer. It is lovely and warm in here. Can I go into this now? Yes. So if this goes into YouTube, I know it's going to be slow going into YouTube because of the bandwidth, but if this goes into YouTube fine and plays a video fine without shutting down, I'll know that the updates we've given it have cured it, kind of. Chris, yeah, the fault with this was Samsung TV shutting down when selecting apps. And I thought it was going to be a dodgy Wi-Fi card, but it's not. It isn't. I'll just test the Wi-Fi in a second again, but if you've got a dodgy Wi-Fi card, you can't even pick up your own Wi-Fi at home. You can't even search for it. Well, you'll hit the search button and it just doesn't find anything. That's when you know you have a slightly... Oh, I'm searching again, of course, forgetting that I've just reset the TV. And that's the other thing to remember. If you do a factory reset of your TV, all your favourite YouTube things that you've stored in the past, they will be gone. Whenever you do the factory reset that I've just shown you, it thinks it's a brand new TV out of the box, so you start up again. So if it goes into this 4K video, okay. And don't forget, this is not a 4K TV, this is just an HD TV. Just an HD TV, it's a lovely HD TV. But the customer was saying before that they can't even get this far, or they never got this far before. And I'm sure if it wasn't for the fact I was streaming out, this would possibly be a lot quicker. Plumbing commercials. I would say that that is behaving itself once again. Right, I'm just going to see if it is going to pick up the Wi-Fi. Normally what happens if you've got a dodgy Wi-Fi card, you hit wireless now and it starts searching with that little blue circle, but nothing comes up down here. And as you can see down here, it's picked up loads of stuff. Well, enough. So yeah. That's a fix, it just needed a few updates. Ooh. Next job. This has to be one of Samsung's greatest models as far as picture quality is concerned. And I'll let you into a little secret with these. The picture quality on these was so good that Samsung gave these to TV engineers to give to customers. Oh, okay. I was told that this was suffering from the reboot. This usually has a recycle reboot thing. I'll give it a few more seconds, but normally on a recycle reboot, it starts doing it straight away. I need to stick in, there's the LAN, right. Just going to switch the brightness off a bit, hopefully. No, we need that. And I've just got to change the job number, so bear with. Yes. Now this has been switched to game mode, which is fair enough, but I wouldn't ever do that. So I'm going to do the same with this. I'm going to give this the traditional reset, but we're going to reboot this and do something different. So hang on. So info, menu, mute, power on. Should come on in service mode again in a second if it stays on long enough. But when these TVs cycle, they don't usually stay on long enough, but it is going to. Now this time, instead of going into option, I'm going down to SVC. And I'm going to do the SVC reset at the bottom. Now what happens with these TVs, even though the picture quality on these is absolutely fantastic, I know it's not, you're not going to be able to tell because of the dirt on the screen and stuff, but Samsung got the edge-lit technology and everything else absolutely spot on with these TVs. This model, by the way, if you need to know, it's a UE32D 5520, but so 5520 being the operative numbers here. It comes in a 32 inch, which this is, comes in a 40 and a 46. and they all suffer with the same problem, and the problem is on the RAM chip, which basically holds all the information about the TV. And after a time, the smart stuff has to go. I'm sure you've seen this before, where you switched on your TV one day and the app's disappeared. You know, all of a sudden YouTube's disappeared. Well, that's the same with this. But unfortunately, because of the NAND chip on here, the NAND chip gets very confused after a while. So I'm going to go through it. May find a software update now. I'm hoping it does. Yes. Now I've been lucky I didn't have to freeze the chip. Better for me, but not better for you, because you didn't see what I had to do. But normally, if you've got one of these that's cycling on and off, on and off, on and off, and that's what we need, the 001027. If you've got one of these which is cycling on and off, on and off, on and off, the only way to stop that cycling temporarily is to freeze the NAND chip. How do you freeze the NAND chip on the main board? By using freeze spray, and I had it here ready, but don't need to. For some particular reason, even though the customer said it keeps recycling, it's not recycled with me tonight. And we've managed to download the version that we need, which is going to stop all the recycling. It takes away iPlayer, it takes away Netflix, unfortunately, but the customer knows that. They just want it as a TV to plug a game into, and they'll be able to do that now. Stuck on 99%. Come on. Get a move on. Hello, John. Lucky night you're having. Yeah, it is really. But in saying that, I would like to have shown you, where the chip is on the board, the NAND chip, but obviously I'm not searching for extra work for myself. But this is still stuck on 9. Oh no, it's just gone to 100. Upgrade complete. Click next. Yeah. And so if yours has been recycling, by the time you've done this, it should just come on and stay on. It's just going to take a few seconds to initialize. From memory, I haven't done one of these for a couple of years, but this is the point where a lot of people go, oh, it's not working, and I'm going to unplug it. Don't unplug it. There you go. That comes up far too late. I don't know if you see what the mess. Upgrading now, don't turn off. Well, that took about 20 seconds to get to that page. by that time some people would have turned off, and that would have been disastrous. There we go, and now the TV will come on and do what it's supposed to do. And now the TV just wants to be tuned in now. John, I can just show you on this board. This board is a similar board. So on the TV you will have, you will have the main board on the left hand side, the power board on the right hand side. So it's this board, and I would be freezing that chip there. And you can spray all around it. Don't worry about shorting out caps or anything like that. It's not going to happen with a freeze spray. And you just freeze it. And I'll get my freeze spray now. Hang on a second. I'll switch some lights on. So just coat it. It's warm in here, but you can see it turning to ice now. And if I blow on it, yeah, that freezes the NAND chip, which allows you to turn the TV on, which will allow you to do what I've just done. But you're right, I've had a bit of a lucky break tonight. A bit of a lucky break. Right. 2 out of 2. I'm sure if Samsung are watching this, they're thinking, why are you picking on us? Because we've had to repair 3 Samsung... Well, it's 3 Samsung TVs that I've just got here with the faults. And here's the third, another 32-inch. This one's much more modern and new, as in it's light as a feather. Model number on this is a 32H5000. The H stands for oh my god, it's gone blue again. And this one is not a smart TV, so I can't put the smart bits on, but we can do a few. Well, I can put my favourite Blu-ray on it, can't I? Let's stick a Blu-ray, just bear with me a second. I don't even know if the TV's come on. Yeah, it's come on. Let's have a look. No, it's not a cooked chip. It's just the information on the chip has become corrupt because of an update that Samsung sent through to try and remove BBC iPlayer and Netflix. They tried to take that away, and it just confused the chip, and it makes the TV recycle. And the only thing you have to do, and I've got some, I may have some here. I may, then again I may not. I may have some in this little bag here. No, they're LEDs. Nice try. Here we go, here they are. Inside there are the official NAND chips. And it's this type of thing, and I'll just show you on... You need to have your soldering skill. Oh my goodness, that looks like one that's been used. Doesn't it? I get these from a friend of mine, and I think he's tested that out and put it in. But just look how close the legs are together on both sides. There's about 40 pins on each side. And if I put my little finger next to it, you'll see. So, soldering these things takes a steady hand. Anyway, back to this TV. This television at the moment... Oh, I'm sorry, I've got to update. If I don't update the job numbers, I get into trouble. Now, just on that screen and that screen alone, it looks okay. But if I go to... You may be able to see that that is bluer than it's supposed to be, but anyway, sorry. Let's go to HDMI 1. I'll just turn this down. And hopefully there you can see how blue that is. Lot of blue around here. Lot of blue. A lot of blue around there. Or maybe even purple. They tend to go that particular colour. Come on. Sorry, hang on a second. I'm just going to put her on a bed. There, she's on a bed. Now, some people can still watch it being a bit like that, but a lot of people can't. I'm trying to see if I can give a better example. Hang on a second. It's just so that I know which job it is. It's a reference for me. Don't forget that we don't do it by law, but I do film everything that I do just in case somebody says, you haven't fixed my TV, you've been nowhere near it. or there's some screws missing or whatever. So we film everything and log everything. And I'm now, because we're doing these live, normally I would do it on a recorded one, but yes, you wouldn't see it. But on the live ones, the whole idea about me doing these things live now is I don't have to edit them afterwards, so I have to put all the information in. You don't get customer information, obviously. I'm going to put this... It's just an amazing coincidence that these 3 TVs that we've had are A, all Samsung. Note that this is not a smart Samsung TV. Now, I'm sure you... Is that coming across? It's not really coming across how blue and purple it is, especially over here. So what I'm going to do is we'll put this into service mode again. So info menu, mute, power on. Jess, hello, how are you? Good late night, Alan, thank you. It's been a good day, it has. I'm hoping this is going to come on in service mode, and it has. This one is slightly different. Okay, sadly it's not giving me the option to do the whiteout, which I could do on the others. Anyway, I want to see I want to have a look what screen's inside here. I want to have a look what backlights are inside here. And we'll have a look at the backlights and just see how blue that they are. But they are looking a bit... not terribly blue, but they were looking a bit blue. Ooh. I agree with you, Jess. Most Fire sticks or smart sticks, other sticks are available, are much better than the built-in apps you will find on TV. But of course, just about every TV that's being made now is a smart TV. So it's but up until a couple of years ago when well, for instance, take this TV, which is not a smart TV. I would advise the customer to get this repaired at a reasonable rate, obviously, and then stick a smart stick in it. I think having a non-smart TV with a smart stick inside is absolutely fine, especially if, wow, this TV's out of battering. Especially if the TV is absolutely fine and looks great in your house. There are a lot of people that don't like buying new things. You know, they've got a TV, they've got a washing machine, it fits in the room perfectly, and they're very happy with it and they don't want to change it. So then what you would do is just get some new backlights. And incidentally, I don't know if I've got backlights here for this now. I'm just going to have a look what screen is inside. And we can take a look at the backlights while we're here. That looks to me like all the screws are out. Of course, there may be the odd one left in. Oh, blimey, it's one of them. I say it's one of them. It's got a sharp screen in, so we've got a Run TK board in here. So it's a sharp panel as such. No, smart TVs can use... Yeah, smart TVs can use fire. I mean, you can stick a Fire Stick or anything that's got a HDMI. And again, I do recommend it if your TV isn't smart, or even if it is smart, but it's an older one. A lot of people now are wanting apps that, you know, weren't available 3 years ago. So this is a Samsung TV, but technically it's a Sharp TV. It's got a Sharp screen in it and a Sharp T-Con using Samsung software. But I suppose that Samsung and Sharp did a deal quite some time ago. I'm going to disconnect this so we can test the backlights in a second. And that just goes to prove my theory, because you can see Sharp, Sharp. And if ever you see a T-Con that starts Run TK, run. I mean that, run. We've had to repair more Run TK Sharp T-Cons than anything else. But as much as you can, you know, update an old TV and give it the latest smart apps by sticking a smart stick in it. There are lots of people in this world, I used to be one of them, I'm not anymore, that just like the latest and the greatest, and they want the newest, the fastest, the biggest, the best. Which is fair enough if you can afford that, if you're lucky enough that you can afford that. But this is a really large... I mean, look at this Samsung TV. It's going to be about 5-6 years old now. So you're seeing the reflection of my studio lights on the top. But the bezel around is not thick. Look at that bezel. That's a slim bezel. It's got a nice brushed silver finish at the bottom. That is a stylish TV. It's a 32 inch. It looked great in anyone's kitchen or bedroom. But the only problem with it, of course, the picture has gone blue, and this model is not smart. Same as, you know, Jess says, stick a smart stick in it. It'll be fantastic. Once again, I do point out that while I'm taking the bezel off, my thumb is never on the screen. I'm never pressing down on the screen. I'm just using it to give me a bit of leeway. Ooh. I feel a bit of Samsung tape somewhere. Ooh. It just seemed to be stuck on at one little point. There we go. Where's my screwdriver that does everything? Here it is. This won't necessarily come on. Won't necessarily show you the backlights being totally blue. I think some of them are white, and I don't think it comes through on the cameras anyway because of the filters. But I'm an honest sort of chap, so if I say it's blue, it's blue. And I've seen this TV in action, and boy was it blue. Boy was it blue. The weird thing, I may have a set of backlights here for it, but I don't think so. I think they're up at the main unit. But I thought for the sake of the video tonight, we could. What's that? Roast chicken. How did the roast chicken? I can't remember when I had roast chicken. Did I have roast chicken the other day? Possibly. I had a steak tonight. There's the backlights. 4 strips of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's plug them in. See what happens. See how blue it's going to be. Let me just turn off those lights. Oh. Well as very blue. But that's not blue, that's white. So it's not coming through. So that's very blue, white, white, blue, blue, dead, 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 dead. Amazing with that amount of LEDs out. I'll switch the main lights on, just see if it shows up what's blue and what's white any better. No, it just makes them all look blue. It does make them all look blue. Most of them are turning blue, but we do have several here which are bright white. They're fine. I've been lucky enough to find backlights in this workshop, but I'd be surprised if I found any tonight. Let me just have a look here and see what I've got. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, but that's not the ones. They're not the ones. They can't be the ones. I'm looking for a brand new set in a box somewhere, and I've got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling that they were here, but I think I've taken them up to the main workshop. Hey ho. But that's not going to do it. No, nowhere near it, Jose. I was just checking this box of beauties behind me. No, I came here the other day searching for backlights and I took them up, so I don't think we're going to have them here. But anyway, just to show you, and I'm sure you can see. Oh, sorry. Where's that gone? Yeah. Right. That's going to be my issue. And for those that need to know, the screen in question is a CY. I'll see if I can focus in on that a bit better. The answer is no. Anyway, CYGHO 32, 32 standing for 32-inch TV, BGSV1H. Does that mean anything to anybody? It means nothing to me, so I don't know if it means anything to you. So it's just a new set needed to be reordered, which I will do. As I say, I'm popping up the main workshop tomorrow and more than likely gonna get a set from there. But we've done 2 tonight anyway, so we've done okay. I'm not too sure what did happen to the... Oh, it's because I extended the screen. Sorry, Martin, I extended the screen and forgot that I'd extended the screen. That one there, wasn't it? No, that's that one again. There. So altogether we've done 4 TVs in this little workshop today, which is... What am I... Oh, I'm looking at something I shouldn't be looking at. Sorry, I was explaining to Jess that it was a steak tea tonight. I can't remember what I had chicken. Chicken was the other night, maybe. Steak tonight. I did posh tonight. I say posh, it was a Wetherspoon steak, which is actually all right. Got quite nice Wetherspoons here. It's always nice to have a steak at Wetherspoons in between the fights. Haha. So yeah, we've managed to do 4 tonight, which is quite good, really. Managed to do 4. In this little place, rather than a big place. I'm quite pleased with that. But that's as far as I really can go with this one until the new backlights arrived. There is a chance to say I've got some at the main unit tomorrow, and so with a bit of luck tomorrow I'll be able to fetch a set down and finish it off. I'm still looking around as I'm speaking just in case the box is here, but I don't think the box is here. No, I think I did take it up. The domes, you mean the lenses? Yeah, they are quite big compared to... Let's have a look at another Samsung set, which I did have in my hand a second ago. Again, these are the Samsung Sharp ones, and they're much smaller, yeah. Much smaller. But these never turn blue. These ones here, unlike those. That's about as exciting as it gets tonight. Thank you very much, guys and girls, for being part of it. And I know it's frustrating. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm sorry about... I know there's loads more people watching on Facebook than I think on YouTube, but that's because there's a Facebook group that I set up ages ago for my repairs, and we're streaming into that now, but they can't chat yet. I'm trying to figure out how to do the chat for Facebook, and I will do, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week at some time, but I will do. Bing. Jess, how is Tony James? Do you remember? Yeah, of course I remember Tony. Me and Tony were big friends. When Tony came down to Cornwall, I was working in Plymouth, and he reached out to me and said hello. Got a lot of happy memories with Tony, a great broadcaster. I think he's been doing a small small DAB station somewhere. Actually, Jess, there's a station that you'll be able to pick up which is called, hang on a minute, Goldmine. Just look on Goldmine, Jess. Look on the internet for Goldmine, and he's doing a show there. and you'll be able to pick it up. I do remember him. I never met Douglas. I know David very well. Me and David have worked together on several stations. I don't know Judy. We've never... Judy, of course, used to work at the Exeter studios, and I was always in either the Plymouth studios or the Cambrai studios. So we were like ships that passed in the night, if you know what I mean. And of course, that was BBC at the time with Judy. But David and I and Tony worked at the commercial. But I haven't spoken to Tony for ages, but I got fun memories with Tony. I got a lot of respect for Tony. He was a great broadcaster. He worked very, very hard at his craft. And like everybody, like most radio presenters now who worked in the commercial sector, they've all lost their jobs, bless them, or just doing a bit of work here and there for the love of it, rather than being reimbursed for the talent they have. There's just very few gigs around for them. I class myself as one of the lucky ones. I fell into this TV repair, which I actually love just as much as the radio work, if not more now at my tender age. But remember Tony very well, yes. But he wasn't actually from the southwest. He came down specially for the gig, and he liked it. But I think he wanted to go back. He was always searching for a gig back around. I think he's from Oxford region originally. And I think he is doing some BBC work up there. I hope he's still on the radio, because he was one of those guys that should be on the radio all the time. And I think he wants to be. I wanted to be, but I'm too lazy. I wasn't going to travel out of Cornwall for anything. I almost did, and then at the last minute changed my mind and got into this, I'm pleased to say. But they're all doing terribly well. Well, not Douglas, of course. We lost Douglas, didn't we, not so long ago? But thank you for asking. Nothing more I can do with this one until the other backlights come in. It may be tomorrow, so I may stick up a repair video for doing that tomorrow, if I possibly can. Well, I'm sure I can. Yeah, do check it out. Let me know what you think of it. I mean, obviously, it's not run at I was going to say at a professional level. It's got professionals there, but it's probably not going to be as slick as you remember. I'm seeing a strange shadow on screen. Is that just me seeing a shadow on screen, or is that a spider that jumped down beside her? Where's the camera? Oh yes, I can see it. It's there. Hello, matey. Boo. He'll go back up now. Oh no, he won't. He's attached himself to my hands. No, you can bugger off. You stay on the camera. But it's great that these guys are still doing it at that particular level. Can I spread the word? You spread the word. You spread the word. Whatever you like. Spread words. Spread rumours. Go for it. Guys, I thank you. I've got to go. It's been another long day for me today, doing repairs during the day and night and collecting lots of stuff. It's been a great day. Been lots of fun. And I'm sure there are more repairs that I shall be doing. Whether I do one tomorrow night or not, I don't know. I'm not too sure of my movements tomorrow. To be honest with you, I might be having a lazy day, but I've got a funny feeling that tomorrow I'm meeting up with the big boss man and we've got things to do in the main workshop. Possibly. So thanks, guys. Have a good night. Be good, and I'll see you on the next one.